Y'all know Cat Williams started off the year with a blaze. Had all the comedians upset, especially Steve Harvey and his homeboys. He called them all, a bunch of lying bitch ass niggas, basically. So finally, damn near a year later, Steve Harvey wants to talk about some shit. Let's give it a listen.
These two dudes right here matter to me in a way where, like he say, like if we going through something, we'll call each other because we feel for each other because we know the real person.
Right.
Yeah. I know they lying about you online. I know that podcast is bullshit. Hanging that dog, don't pay no attention to that. Yeah. Because and look, man, just because you can talk smooth without saying it don't mean you ain't lying. Right. I be sitting up here looking at these podcasts or these other comedians that's going on talking about other comedians. Hold up, dog. Where did that shit come from? When did we become that? When did we get into tear each other down business? Because you ain't never heard me say not a disparaging remark against another comedian nowhere. You ain't.
I'm sorry. Did this nigga just say, when did we get in the disparaging business? Is that what he just said? Y'all, is it me? Let me know. But the last time I checked, comedians are extremely disrespectful to everybody. Hold up, it's making too much noise for me. Hold up. Sorry. Comedians making that, like, what are you talking about? You can't go to a comedian show without them ripping the shit out of you on the front row. Don't be a big girl. Don't be a goofy looking nigga. Okay? Don't be somebody with too much weave in your head, because they will sit and stand at the edge of the stage as if they have written no fucking jokes and rib everybody in a crowd. Don't be a white person at a black show. You're going to get ribbed too. Okay? Everybody gets talked about. But see, I remember one time y'all asked, what's a group of people that act like police officers? Like stick together no matter what, even when they wrong type shit. And I told y'all comedians. And a lot of people was like, what you talking about? But I started when Chris Rock got smacked. When Chris Rock got smacked, everybody that Will Smith gave a job started acting like he never gave them a fucking job before. Even though Chris Rock has been acting like a bitch for years. Has been talking about this man and his wife for years. Has been mad because Jada didn't want to fuck him for years. Now it's hot for y'all to hate on Jada. But to be very clear, 90s, early 2000s, everybody wanted to fuck Jada, regardless to what they was hearing about Will and Jada in their marriage and all of that. She was still very much hot commodity. And Chris Rock would go out of his way for years to play with this lady, disparage her, clown her publicly, try to humiliate her. He did it a lot. So at the end of the day, the smack kind of was called for at some point. Maybe not at that time and place, but the smack was that, like you could have got smacked. You okay? You still rich, nigga. You all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really care if you was emotionally in distress about the situation, because essentially it seems as if you didn't give a fuck about the emotional distress you was causing Jada all of that time, Will all that time. But we saw the way comedians acted. They squad up on everybody. Now they threatening motherfuckers, talking about, listen, if you think I'm gonna get smacked, you gonna get jumped out there. You know what I'm saying? We gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, y'all upset. Y'all seem upset. Y'all seem worried. You don't have the same safety that you can just rag tag on random strangers in the fucking audience anymore. Now, feels like you need to have a little bit more respect. And please don't even get me started. Don't even get me started on how every comedian, and I go to a lot of comedy shows, every fucking comedian wants to talk about how they can't say shit anymore. Oh, y'all just so sensitive now. Y'all just so, no, we're just not laughing at SA jokes anymore. Like, raping children is no longer a punchline like it was in the 90s, my nigga. I'm so sorry that we're no longer laughing at these very traumatic things that folks have gone through. My bad for the emotional intelligence in the room. Like, the fuck? How about y'all get some better jokes? How about y'all figure out some better jokes, man? Other shit is funny out here besides, constantly trying to make traumatic shit funny. Even like the Diddy jokes and shit. People be like, everybody's like Diddy jokes. I'm like, what real Diddy jokes have y'all heard? Like what real, like no Diddy, like nobody's getting assaulted or drugged over here. Like that's the funniest y'all done heard about it. It's not even that fucking deep, man. But for Steve Harvey and any comedian to all of a sudden get in their fucking feelings when somebody start doing to them what they've been doing to other people for decades, it's just real hypocritical and funny as fuck to me. Like what the fuck? Y'all do talk shit about everybody. Y'all hurt people feelings all the time. Whitney Houston was upset for years about jokes you motherfuckers told.
I heard him or him, cause we ain't cut from that cloth.
Right.
So what is your motive for doing this here? And you're not gonna tear him down. And look, man, I got a real platform. I got a radio. Right. These two dudes right here matter to me in a way where, like, like he say, like if we going through something, we'll call each other because we feel for each other, because we know the real person.
Right. Right. Yeah.
I know they lying about you online. I know that podcast is bullshit. Hanging that dog don't pay no attention to do 9.5 million people every day on it. I could cut that mic on and let you have it. I'm talking about I could fix your career on a permanent basis, partner, because I got 4 hours a day to do it. I don't do that.
Right.
I ain't got no minutes for you, man. Right. I'm not in the tear down business. I'm in the uplift business, regardless as to what you say. And look, man, I'm.
Please, you could have joked on this nigga. I don't care what you talking about. You just like you said, you got 4 hours a day to get up there and talk shit. You should have had some jokes put aside for that nigga. And I also need for y'all to understand everybody ain't your motherfucking friend. And that's okay. Everybody is not in your clique. And that's okay. So if somebody got something to say about you because they didn't have some dealings with you, you feel like because they're a comedian, they supposed to be hush hush about that shit. And it's like, nigga, me and you ain't never been cool like that. I don't know why you would expect that of me. The fuck going on in here? Okay, I'm gonna let him finish.
Like an internet sensation. They just do me on the internet just because it ain't nothing else to do.
Wait, let me send this right now.
I'll be like, damn, man. And I'll be like, damn, because I ain't done half the stuff they say I do. But that's part of the process, because everything you going through is God preparing you for where he taking you. So now I had to develop this alligator skin because I was going to be in the forefront of a lot of stuff. I was first black game show host, first black to host Miss Universe, first show to do 9.5 million people every day on it. I was first person to do this, first person to attempt that. Well, that puts you out in front of a lot of stuff. When you get out in the front, man, you get a lot of haters. And I say this to all my dudes, man, when I'm talking to them. You got to understand something about a hater. You've never had a hater that's doing better than you. Ever. Think of all your haters. Ain't none of your haters doing better than you. So now.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. That sounds like a lie. Because that would basically mean that people with money don't hate on people with less. And that's a motherfucking lie, bitch. You could have a lot of money and still hate on me because of my showmanship and my motherfucking style. Like, what you mean?
What's the purpose now? So you gotta understand now what it is. The haters is to throw you off track and distract you. And you gotta distract me because you see where I'm headed. But regardless of all the distractions, like say, I know how to get up. I'm gonna get up because it ain't about you. Haters are not decision makers, power brokers, or shakers and movers. Right. They just haters, man. They got one job to.
Again, another thing that's not true is a whole bunch of niggas in power. I think Diddy was a major hater. Diddy seemed like a major hater. Anybody that had real talent, he was hating on your fucking ass. What do you mean? You got a girl I want, nigga? I'm hating on your ass. I'm plotting, dude.
To rob you of your destiny. And if you come down off the wall, like I don't come down off the wall to address none of them. First, I'm on the wall, man. I'm climbing.
You are literally addressing them in this moment, but I do respect where you coming from with that, because sometimes I be like, oh, they was talking about me? Oh. And sometimes I comment back because I ain't above shit, bitch. I'll be down in the basement with you every now and again.
I mean, I'm not coming down on your level to address you. You take that monkey shit somewhere else. You talking to somebody else because I'm on a different level. The kings was on a different level.
Here you go.
I'm on the wall, man. I'm climbing. I'm not coming down on your level to address you. You take that monkey shit somewhere else. You talking to somebody else because I'm on a different level. The Kings was on a different level. I'm on the wall.
Then you ask it, why you not a movie star? I didn't want to be a movie star. This the same Negro that hated on Bernie with this same thing. I didn't want to be a movie star. No, you couldn't.
And you hear he ain't never addressed the shit that Katt did say. He didn't address the shit that Katt did say. And yeah, let's talk about the fact that the kings of comedy didn't really support the queens of comedy like that. Let's not even talk about how misogynistic you motherfuckers are sitting up there talking about how positive you are, man. Suck a dick. And the only reason I say that is because I feel like people have they negative times, they hater ass times. They, everybody has their moment where they not in a higher, being. You know what I'm saying? I was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I might have been, I might have been feeling a way here and there. Be real about it. But don't come to us like you being real with us. And you really just grandstanding and patting yourself on the fucking back for having a whole bunch of white people that support you. Great. Good for you. Like, that's really what it is. That's really what a lot of them are proud of. Like, the fact that a whole bunch of white people support me, bitch. Like, white people don't support you like that. I make more money than you, nigga. Okay, that's great. I'm glad you make more money. Okay. Those teeth are still huge, though. And did Katt lie? I don't think so. However, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't one of them that's about to be, oh, Katt, man. Listen, Katt got his shit with him, too. Okay? Nigga, you did look like you was on drugs some of them times. Bobby Shaw. Okay, listen. And let's not forget about the Hazel E situation. I mean, he did handle that shit a little bit more nicely, but Katt ain't always been like the best. Calm the fuck down. Niggas whole, persona was a pimp. And ask yourself why he's always around women. I want to be around women all the time. Why you want to be around bitches all the time? Okay? Listen, I understand, but why you want to be around bitches all the time? Why? Like a pimp that like to be around his hoes all the time. Like, don't play with me, nigga. I know what I'm looking at when I look at you. Sitting up there acting like you better than everybody. Sitting up there acting like they better than somebody. Chill out.